If you have a question, please put the word question in the chat box along with your name and affiliation, and we'll get started. First, what we'll do is open up with a brief statement for both student athletes about the game. So let's go with you first, Keith. Your thoughts on the game today?
I mean, you got to give up to the coaching staff. They prepared us so perfect for this game. Whenever they made an adjustment, we made an adjustment back. And I got to give up to the guys for fighting. Like, I just asked them to fight every single play, every single possession. And that's what they did, and y'all see what happened.
Yeah, definitely they prepared us well. The scout was good, and then, we came out with a chip on our shoulder. Being the last seed, nobody expects us to win. We played our hardest, and we just let the chips fall where they may, and, we came out with a victory.
Open it up now for questions for student athletes. Again, put question in the chat box along with your name and affiliation, and I will call on you to ask your question. While you wait for that, guys, let's go with Keith first. 3-19 this year. Because of the tournament, you get a big win. How does that feel?
It feels great. We talk about, very often Coach Smith talks about how there's 3 seasons inside one season. There's the preseason, there's the regular season in conference, and we got the postseason. And our record wasn't the best going into the postseason, but because we're a young team, I think we've grown a lot throughout this journey. And I think the future is pretty bright for these young cats, and the future is bright for this team that we have right now. I think we're going to make a push.
We have a question here from Nick from the St. Louis Obispo Tribune. Nick, you want to go ahead and ask your question?
Sure, thanks, Cal. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Great. Just wanted to get a sense of your, what was different today versus maybe a little bit earlier in the season? Are you guys playing more confidence? Just feeling it a little bit more, playing a little bit loose? How would you describe today's just general feeling about coming into today's game?
I think for the most part, we had different mentality in terms of, we have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, our record is what it is. We can't change that now. All we can do is focus on the present. And, we came into this conference tournament, in our eyes, 0-0. And so, we let the past be in the past. We learned from our mistakes, and we came out and, executed our game plan. And that was just the biggest difference, We just, went out and played our hardest, to be honest.
And then just to follow up to that, what was the game plan today? Were you guys trying to shoot a little bit more aggressively, open shots, take them, no hesitate? How would you describe the game plan?
Coach Smith came from Fullerton, so, we had a very extensive scout. We knew they were going to play us tough. We knew how they were going to defend us. And so, our biggest thing was attacking ball screens, make them, get in rotation, attack downhill. And, once we got in the bonus, everything was, to the rack, aggressive, and then just make free throws. And then, we hit our open shots. So, we kind of played, more aggressive, but we definitely just, kept our heads in the game and, didn't get too high, too low, and just executed.
I think the big thing for our team was the fight that we had throughout the whole game. Throughout the season, there'll be a couple of lapses throughout where we don't fight all the way to the end. There may be lapses, 12-0 runs, that type of thing. I think today we did a good job of stopping the runs and really pushing on and just staying positive the whole time, like not getting down for one mistake, because they're going to happen. So you just got to keep on fighting, and I think we did that great.
And now we have a question from Kyle from the Mustang News. Go ahead, Kyle.
Hey guys. So you guys started on a 17-3 run. So how well do you guys think that you set the tone early in the game?
I thought we came out and really set a good tone. We wanted to come out aggressive. We wanted to let them know that, we're here. We're 10th seed. It is what it is, but we're here. We're coming to win. We think we're going to win, and we're going to play like we can win. And so I think that was the biggest thing for us. And, the 17-3 opening run, it just speaks for itself with our mentality and just how we wanted to play.
Yeah, we're trying to bring that mentality into every game this conference, every game this conference championship. Just hit first. We're going to get hit, but we got to hit bigger. You feel me? He doesn't feel me.
I think he does. Any more questions for the student athletes? Oh, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
All right, last question. Just on the defensive end, I mean, do you guys feel like you did a good job tonight, or are there things to work on for the line next week?
I think for the most part, we had a couple lapses, but we executed the game plan. We wanted to get Maddox out the game. I think he had a rough game today, maybe 8 points or something like that. It makes somebody else beat us, and I think we did a good job of that today. Obviously, we had a couple lapses here and there, which we got to work and fix on. But for the most part, we wanted to take Maddox out the game, make somebody else beat us, and that was going to give us the best shot to win the game.
Final questions for the student athletes?
Yeah, I have one more question.
All right, go ahead, Kyle.
So, what does it mean to you guys and the program to win not only as a 10 seed, but against Coach Smith's former team, Fullerton?
It's definitely a big win. I obviously have family ties with Coach Smith, and he has close ties to Fullerton. So beating them is always we're always going to relish that one. But I think just the growth that our team showed, I think that's what we really got to focus on. I think that's the biggest thing to take away from this game, that this team's going to keep on growing and keep on getting better every single day.
Also, I think, this win just shows us that, nothing's impossible, that we can do it. This is my first, conference win. I didn't get to make it last year. So, it's a great feeling. I just want to continue to capitalize on it, hope the team capitalizes on it, and, we can make a big run.
All right, thanks, guys. You're excused, and we'll bring Coach in. We'll stay here.
All right, thank you.
Also, 1 for 9 Carpenter. All right, thank you all.
Thank you. Congratulations. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Wait, is Ori sponsored now?
Yeah. You guys can grab those. You just grab the cheers now.
We got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, we do. All right, appreciate it.
And now coming to the interview area is head coach John Smith. Once Coach gets situated there, we'll let him start off with a statement about today's game. Coach, keep your mask on for us. We'll be able to hear you just fine with that.
Okay, all righty.
So once you're ready, just start with a statement about today's game, then we'll open up for questions.
Okay, well, I was just excited for our guys to experience, the tournament first and foremost, and the resiliency that they've shown throughout this year. This has been a tough year for everybody, and that's involved in men's basketball, in basketball period, in NCAA. And for us this being our 23rd game, it's the discipline that the guys and the seriousness that they took when it came to this coronavirus. And to end the way we did today, I'm just happy for those guys.
We'll open up for questions now for Coach Smith.
Hi, Coach Smith, this is Nicholas from the Tribune. Congrats on the big win today. Just your analysis of the game, like you guys were shooting the lights out. What did they do well? What made it work tonight?
Well, we really, just took advantage of some things that we thought we could have within our offense and within their defensive schemes. And the guys followed the game plan to a T. We were able to attack them in the press break and get some easy baskets. That's what elevated our shooting percentages a little bit, and it gave the guys confidence.
And, did it help that you had coached that Fullerton before? Did you know if they like to run, like all that stuff? Was that a factor in tonight? Of course. Dedrick Taylor and I know each other inside out. So I knew how he was going to try and guard our team, and we broke it down for our guys in practice and show them where they can get their shots. And then I told him he's a very intelligent guy. He's going to turn up the pressure. And he did, and we turned the ball over. And so, but we were able to capitalize at the right time and hold on to it down the stretch. So I'm just happy we were able to finish it out. Yeah, another question from my end. Having had a tough season, 115 in conference and all, how do you keep the guys motivated to get up for this game and play as well as they can? Well, I don't look at the record, and if anybody's looking at our record or anybody's record this year, shame on them. Everybody in this year has gone through a tremendous amount of adversity, and first and foremost, when you don't have spring and a summer, and you don't get to practice, 5-on-5 until maybe 2 weeks before the game, and you have 5 or 6 freshmen, that's what happens to teams. You look at the Blue Bloods. The Dukes and the Kentuckys, they have freshmen and they're struggling because we didn't have a normal preparation time. But kudos to our guys
for staying motivated and sticking through this and understanding that there's a bigger purpose at the end of it. And the bigger purpose is that they're young, they get this year back, and we're building off of things and learning from these things. So that's how they stay motivated. They understand that, you know, we're after something bigger than this year.
We have a question from Casey from KSBY.
Hi, Coach. How's it going?
Hey, Casey.
I feel like every time I've talked to you this season, you talk about Colby Rogers and the leader that he is. He's only a sophomore, but obviously he stepped up when it mattered in this game. What can you say about his performance and the way that he played tonight?
Yeah, Colby is one of the most mature 19-year-olds that you'll ever meet, and he's so intelligent, and it carries over into his leadership abilities and into his game. You know, he's never flustered. If he makes a mistake and I just look at him and give him that nod and that look, he's like, my bad, next time, I got you, Coach. I yelled at him once and he's like, Coach, I got it. And that's the type of maturity that it takes to be successful as a basketball player. He's going to be successful on and off the court, and he had a phenomenal game, and I think it settled down, you know, the younger guys like Kobe Sanders. Kobe Sanders saw that and followed his lead, so yeah.
And then I guess another question.
Casey, go ahead, and then we'll go back to Kyle.
Okay, cool. Coach, look at UC Irvine. Obviously, powerhouse, incredible team. You said in the before this tournament even started, you said as long as we protect the ball and play the best of our ability, you've had injuries this season, you've had setback. What can you say about UC Irvine and how you guys are going to play against them if you play to the best of your potential?
Yeah, you know, and starting out that, you know, taking care of the ball is the most thing. You know, we always have a goal trying to get 20 assists and 10 turnovers, 10 or less turnovers. And tonight we were 19 and 12. If we could do that, we give ourselves a chance to compete against anybody. And that's all it's about, is trying to give yourself a chance to compete. And, you know, Irvine is going to make it tough on you, but I definitely feel that we're a better team than the last time we played Irvine, and so are they. So it should be a great matchup.
Kyle, go ahead.
Yeah, so coming in as the 10th seed, what do you tell your team in the locker room before the game?
You know, everybody has an opportunity in the Big West tournament to do something. And just, I told them, you know, don't do more than what they're capable of. Just do what you're capable of at a high level and try and stay consistent with it. You know, our three keys, we're trying to stay disciplined and resilient for 40 minutes and embrace the moment and let everything take care of itself. And the guys did that, you know. So regardless if you're the 10th seed, the 1 seed, you have an opportunity to survive and advance. And that's the beauty of March Madness.
Final question for Coach Smith.
Yeah, last question. So what did you like to tell your team in the huddle, especially down the stretch when Fullerton was cutting into the lead, just trying to
Take care of the ball. and that they're going to turn up the pressure and try and foul you, and you just got to be strong and take care of the ball. And you know, we didn't do that. But, you know, thank goodness towards the end we figured that out, and we just, you know, made sure that we didn't turn the ball over. But that's all I was telling them. You know, listen, they have to foul you. They have to turn up the pressure and try and steal, you know, and get steals by fouling you. And you might not get the call, you might get the call, but you have to just be a man and hold on to the ball. So they manned up at the end.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations, and we will see you on Thursday.
All right, thank you, guys. And